Hi, how are you? I hope you're having a great day. Years ago, shortly after I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, an online support group member stated that she found new hobbies after her body was overcome with fibromyalgia that gave her life purpose. I hadn't thought of that because I was so wrapped up in my own pain and fatigue that I didn't think that I could do something like that and also work full time. But isn't that exactly what we need? Purpose? That's why fibromyalgia becomes overwhelming when we don't feel like our life has meaning. So today we're going to talk about finding a purpose in life so you can live happily with fibromyalgia. Here we go. Lucy's decided to join us. She likes to get on top of that comfy pillow and take a nap. Your purpose in life will be unique to you. It'll shift and change throughout your life due to evolving priorities and your experiences. It's about recognizing your own gifts and using them to contribute to your world, or maybe your own little bubble. Maybe you have a knack for decorating the outside of your home at Halloween. When kids and adults see your decorations, they walk or drive past to admire. That makes you feel good. And that's what matters. No matter how big or small, if you love it, then that's what matters. So, what is purpose? Well, try reflecting on your life and discovering those things that made you happy. What is it that keeps coming up in your life? Follow the joy. I mean, if that member could work in her garden, you can too. And I remember her saying that she had fibromyalgia and osteoarthritis. She'd already had one knee replacement and was getting another knee replacement. But working in her garden gave her joy. So that's what she did. And her goal was a butterfly garden. That sounds beautiful. Can you find that thing that brings a powerful emotion inside of you? It will keep your attention and you'll probably lose track of time. Or you may have to try new activities and see what makes you feel happy and brings you joy. If you're going through something difficult, like learning to live with fibromyalgia, it's important to focus on the beautiful things in life. You can't control what is happening to your body, but you can control how you respond to it. You can try to find meaning in your experiences and work on things that make you feel better, even those that are for just a short period of time, like a hot bath, deep breathing, and relaxing. Remember, this is your life and it's about you. One study called Association Between Purpose in Life and Objective Measures of Physical Function in Older Adults found that those people who had a strong purpose in life were at a lower risk of death, like 1/5 lower. A purpose in life plays a role in maintaining physical function among older adults. And they found that their walking speed was better than those without a purpose in life. In another study called Midlife in the United States, a national study on health and wellness, found that older adults were less likely to die even after adjusting for chronic disease, body weight, and smoking when they had a higher sense of purpose than those with a lower sense of purpose. And they found it was true for all ages, and she's gone. They had healthier hearts and a lower risk of heart attack or stroke. They were 2.4 times more likely to be free of Alzheimer's disease, had a reduced risk of mild cognitive impairment, and lower levels of inflammation that occurs with chronic illness. They measured the IL-6 and the CRP. And having multiple chronic conditions did not prevent some older persons from experiencing a higher sense of purpose. They experienced fewer negative emotions, had more positive emotions, which did not decrease in response to stressful situations, had fewer physical symptoms, which did not decrease on stressful days, and they experienced as many stressful events as others, but had fewer negative emotions afterwards. A higher purpose in life leads to more positive health behaviors like exercising more, eating healthier, using preventive healthcare services, and better sleep quality. Well, that sounds awesome to me. So how do you nourish purpose? For those over age 65 and have suffered major role losses like no longer being employed, married, or raising children, had a lower sense of purpose. However, those who volunteered were protected from having a lower purpose because it's assumed volunteering provided new social roles and different meaningful activities. Also, social connection is important. So providing support to friends can increase purpose by making people feel needed and useful. Belonging to a group can increase purpose if members share similar values and pursue common goals. If friendships were more stressful than supportive, being more religious, I don't really like that word. For me, it's having a relationship with God, was associated with having more purpose. Relationships with God is believed to fulfill similar needs as human friendships through the consulting with God. And a relationship with God can make one feel valued and needed. Also, it provides a worldview that also provides purpose. Now, if you're still working, help and support from coworkers can provide a higher sense of purpose by helping you to feel a sense of belonging, which is linked to a higher purpose. And those jobs that required more skill had more purpose due to the expertise required to overcome obstacles. So here we go. When life hits you in the face, and I don't know anyone who hasn't experienced that, you'll grapple with the question, what's my purpose? Fibromyalgia doesn't have to be the end of the road. Your purpose may be about making positive connections with others and enjoying those around you. It's never too late to find your purpose. So these are the things that can be about your life purpose. hope you enjoyed that. That was fun. And I hope you don't think that living with a chronic illness will stop you from living with a purpose, especially after listening to all of these things that can help you find meaning in life. If you assume that you couldn't have meaning in your life, please ask yourself, is it time to let go of the things that were holding you back? What do you want for yourself? It can take time to find your passions, to develop new strengths and inner qualities. But remember, it's important to have more than one life purpose, because life purpose can change and evolve over time. If you only have one, then you're less likely to prosper. Those life purposes don't have to be big and grand. It can be the size that's right for you. Those of you who've been watching my channel know that this YouTube channel, me being able to share with you all what I learn, is one of my life purposes. My puppies, I love them so much. They're part of my life purpose. I like to write, and I'm in the process of writing a novel. We'll see if that becomes a life purpose. I need to spend more time doing that. I love to decorate. I absolutely love spending time with family. Sometimes just short little bursts of grandkids is all I need to charge me up. Look, the past is the past. Look forward to the future. You can live a meaningful life while living with fibromyalgia. Don't allow yourself to be emotionally drained by thinking of the past. Maybe it's time to grieve your old self. Move through it and beyond it. And be compassionate to yourself. You are deserving of a life with purpose. And when you're ready, determine what kind of life you want and what you want your life to stand for. What action can you take to start making it happen? Because you're in charge of your own life. So live it. I hope you learned something. I send you gentle hugs and support. Love you. Myalgia and osteo. And if you're going something through and lower and pursue. If friendships,